Right now, you can get 10% off retail orders of comic supplies from bcwsupplies.com when you use the promo code ScottyD at checkout.
And there's no space between Scotty and D.
BCW Supplies. Protect, store, display. Book 1, Part 3. The Last Padawan. It is the birth of the Galactic Empire. The evil Emperor Palpatine has taken control of the galaxy and commanded Imperial clone troopers to purge the peacekeeping Jedi Order. Now, no place is safe for the young Jedi Padawan Caleb Doom as he's hunted by Imperial troopers. Stealing a ship from a Kalaran named Kazmir, Caleb attempts to travel to the Jedi Temple on Coruscant, only to find himself surrounded by Imperial fighters. With nowhere to turn, Caleb must learn to do what it takes in order to hide his Jedi past and training if he is to survive.
Hey web world, Scotty D, thanks for stopping by to another video here in my comic book series on my channel. And as always, if you want to reach out to me, it's super easy to do so. You can email me or tweet me, the email account, scott@scottydonline.com. And if you want to follow me over on Twitter, it's @ScottyDOnline. Both of those are in the video description below for easy find and easy use, as is that promo code for the savings over at bcwsupplies.com. So definitely don't miss out the video description below for useful, helpful, cost-saving information that is not only in this video, but all of the videos here on my channel. Today, let's talk about Marvel Star Wars Kanan, The Last Padawan, number 3. Because that's what number we're at in the series. And before we get into the review of this one, let me show you the variant that I also picked up for this book in the series. This is the number 3 variant, the only variant that I know of that is so far released for this book in the series. This is known as the television series variant. And what I find very weird about this is he looks nothing like he does in Rebels, which is the only space we've ever seen Kanan Jarrus show up on television. So calling this the television show variant and calling the other variant that they released for number 1 and number 2, along with the television show variant, they also had a CGI variant. The CGI variant, to me, should be called the television show variant, and this one should be called, I don't know, some other name, but not the television show variant, because he doesn't look anything like he does in Rebels. Okay, maybe the ponytail in the back, the serious look, that's about all I can give him on this one. Other than that, his head looks very disproportionate to his body. What do you think? Comment below, let me know what you think about this variant cover. Do you like it? Do you think it should be called the television show variant, or do you think the CGI variants for the Kanan series should be called the television show variant? I know what I think. I've given you my opinion. Now I'd love to hear yours. Definitely comment below about the variants for this series and all of the variants that you pick up for your comics. So let's jump back over here to the standard cover for the Kanan, The Last Padawan. I don't know, that's what, every time I read this title of this book, that's the way that I picture the announcer voice. You know, Kanan, The Last Padawan. Weird, I know. I digress. Last we left off in book number 2. Kanan was just coming out of hyperspace near the Jedi Temple that he set a course for because he thought, hey, I gotta go there. He comes out of hyperspace, he's surrounded by adversaries, and they're looking to basically blast him out of space. And now we join in book number 3 at that very moment in time, and it doesn't look good for Caleb. There's a great piece of artwork that I want to show you right here. This is a 2-page artwork spread, and it tells a lot about that moment. You can feel the tension, and Caleb has to make a snap decision, a quick decision on how to get out of this and get out of it alive. So, you know, he does some dodging and weaving, ducking, and before you know it, he finds a hole in the adversaries and blasts back into hyperspace, but has no destination. So I thought that was a little weird. Usually if you're jumping into hyperspace, you set a course and then you engage the hyperspace and then you're in the hyperspace. So a little foolish if I'm honest with you. I just don't know how you can jump into hyperspace and not have a direction. He just basically said, I'm going to hyperspace, boom, gone, I'm gone. I'm in hyperspace. So He's in hyperspace. He's struggling while he's in hyperspace to find out how to protect himself from those who are looking to wipe out all of the Jedi. The Order 66 that was given, and so he's trying to figure this all out, because remember, his master Jedi Depa Billaba was killed in book number 2. So now he's out on his own, and he's not fully trained, so he's not well adapted to being out on his own. He's used to being cared for in every sense of the word. So ultimately, this hyperspace trip returns him back to Kalar, where he originally stole the Kazmiri, and I thought that was a little weird, because I gathered from earlier in the trip when he was getting away from the adversaries that he just jumped into hyperspace and really had no direction of where he was going. That's the way it read to me. So having him, while in the middle of hyperspace, divert himself and land on Kalar, I thought that was not right. How do you do that in the middle of hyperspace? We seen the episode of Rebels where Kanan jumped into the escape pod, or the shuttle, and they were in hyperspace, and it kind of basically fumbled through space and it landed where it did. But that was like a chance. This one, he basically diverted the actual ship to a location and landed. So I thought that was just weird. What do you think? I mean, hyperspace is not even a real thing, so technically speaking, I guess anything's possible, but it just seemed a little weird. Anyways, he's met, when he's landed, from a very angry Janus Kazmir, and rightfully so. He stole the Kazmiri from Janus Kazmir, and so Janus is really upset at him, and Janus is on to Caleb's antics at this point in the story. He kind of has grasped the immaturity of Caleb Doom at this point in his development as a young person, but he has a level of empathy for the Jedi situation that Caleb is in, and tells Caleb to run off. Get out of here. I'm going to give you a chance. So Caleb just takes off running and goes into the darkness of the night. And as Caleb runs to the streets of Kalar, he's left in confusion. He's very lost in the story. And I'm interested to see where that takes off now, because now that he's truly on his own and he's having to kind of reinvent himself, he's feeling very lost and vulnerable because of Order 66. He knows what could happen if he's captured. In parallel, Janus Kazmir is running to what seems to be some trouble. At least from a distance, it appears to look like Janus is in trouble. And when you think about the time that Janus is messing with the wrong people, whammo, Caleb Doom drops in from above and helps Janus with who Caleb thinks is out to harm Janus. But then he exposes himself as a Jedi, or at least a Jedi in training, because he pulls out his lightsaber. And that's a bad thing, because remember, he's supposed to be going into hiding. Order 66 is invoked at this point. He will be killed if he's captured. So Janus smacks some sense back into Caleb and reminds him that he should essentially be more incognito than he is. So hopefully Caleb will start to realize that you just can't just jump into something and start to make some haphazard, hastily decisions. Now Caleb now begins what I feel is his transformation from his old image of Caleb Doom to what we will now soon realize as Kanan Jarrus. We're seeing here that there is a very familiar look to the way he is coming across in the way he's dressed, as we've seen him in the Rebels TV show. Now, he and Janus are now on a mission because the people that Caleb thought that were out to harm Janus was really just trying to hire these guys to be part of his crew, and now he has been pulled in to fill in the blanks of this crew that are no longer there because basically they ran off scared. So they're on a mission to steal what's known as an IGRM droid. A few of them, a bunch of them, as many as they can get. And if you're not familiar with the IGRM droids, they are a bodyguard security droid manufactured by the Padawan laboratories, and they're commonly used as enforcers, thug droids, if you will, and they're sent to basically do criminal activity. These IGRMs are armed with massive blaster rifles, long barrel blaster rifles that are known as the DLT-18 laser rifle. And so it'll be interesting to see where they take these droids and what they're going to do with them, right? Because this is a period in Caleb Doom's life that is kind of telling a story of how he did his transformation from being a protector of good to now crossing over to being part of the bad guys, or at least getting involved with shady activity. So just when you think they're getting away with the mission of stealing these IGRM droids, their mission is foiled and they're caught in the act. And right about now, instead of taking their arrests honorably by the local law enforcement, Janus now turns, at least he appears to be turning on Caleb, and exposes him to the people who are trying to arrest them and says, hey, arrest him instead because he's a Jedi. And that's where the book ends. So it leaves you with a cliffhanger. Just like we've seen the cliffhanger at the end of book number 2, we're getting a cliffhanger at the end of book number 3 of what exactly is going to happen. Is Caleb going to come to his senses and stop trusting Janus Kazmir, or are they really doing some sort of a twist of a story to make you think that something's going to happen, but something's not? Because the cover of book number 4 has Caleb Doom and Janus Kazmir together on the cover for the standard cover, and that book is set to hit the stands July 22nd, 2015. I thoroughly am just head over heels with this series right here. It's an untold element to the mysterious character Kanan Jarrus, and the origins when he was Caleb Doom and how he did the transformation. It's not meant to truly be a piece by piece story. It's like little tidbits of what's happening throughout his transformation. And I'd love to see what you think about this series so far. Comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, your comments. Definitely share this video review with anybody who enjoys Rebels, who enjoys the Star Wars storyline, who enjoys Kanan Jarrus. This is a really, really, really good series right here. I can't recommend it highly enough. In fact, out of all of the series this year so far, this is my favorite. Even though Star Wars is good and Vader is good, I could do or do without, honestly. The Lando series, the jury's still out. We'll see what that one ends up being when it comes out. This one, though, I'll give it as many 5 out of 5 lightsabers is what I'll give it. Very, very good series. If you are already subscribed to my channel, thank you so much for being right there so I can be right here. And if you want to kick it up a notch and you want to show your thanks, give a little contribution to the endeavors and efforts that happen right here on my channel, you can do so by becoming part of the Techertainment Elite and joining over at patreon.com/ScottyDOnline. Once you're over there, watch the video, see what the campaign is all about, read what the campaign is all about, check out all of the perks and rewards that I have set up for you that you can get by getting involved for as low as $1 a month in a contribution to the endeavors and efforts here on my channel over at patreon.com/ScottyDOnline. And as always, if you haven't yet become a channel subscriber, it's real simple to do so. Get on over to the main YouTube channel page for my channel. Click on the icon that says subscribe. After you click on that, it's that fast. Then go to the right of that, click on the little gear icon, looks like a cogwheel. Click on that, enable the updates that let you know when I publish a new video here on my channel. It is that simple to get involved at any level that you feel is right for you. And until the next video here on my channel, we'll see you next time, Web World.
If you like the comic book series here on my channel and you want to watch more, it's real simple to do so. All you have to do is go on over to my main YouTube channel page. Once over there, click on playlists. Inside of the playlist area, find comic book collecting. Click on it and all of the videos are right there. It is that simple. Thanks for watching and may the force be with you.